The second round of Chamnit Sakdisset Nattawut Saikeur's confrontation on TV was on amnesty.
Yes.
Who do you think won the verbal battle?
Well, it's a draw.
It's a draw?
That's the bad part because it doesn't feel like a discussion on reconciliation. I don't feel encouraged.
The topic was reconciliation.
Yes, the amnesty, reconciliation. But watching it, I don't feel very much encouraged by by the discussion.
So it was another confrontation about reconciliation.
Yes, of course. Basically, Kun Chamnit is saying that it's going to be another attempt to whitewash Kun Thaksin Shinawat.
Yes.
Whereas Kun Nattawut insists that if the Pheu Thai party win this election, it would be a public mandate for the party to go ahead with the blanket amnesty.
Of course, Chamnit was saying that any attempt by Pheu Thai to move along the amnesty direction would be
yesterday. But Kun Nattawut insists that it would be a blanket amnesty for all. Of course, he did not mention what would happen to the soldiers who were involved in last year.
Did Chamnit raise the question of soldiers also being killed?
It is too sensitive for him to go deep into that question
because
he was the government. He was on the side of the government who was involved in the crackdown of the protesters. So both sides felt compelled to stay away quite a bit from that subject.
Interestingly, Yingluck was interviewed by ABC News. The anchor asked her quite specifically that the amnesty promise or amnesty pledge by Pheu Thai party means that she, the would-be prime minister, would bring her brother back, and is that the only purpose? Yingluck's answer was quite ambiguous. She said, I don't want to discuss amnesty now. I would like instead to talk about moving the country forward. And that was the end of the answer. So she did not address a very important question in this election campaign.
That has been Kun Yingluck's stand so far since her nomination as the number one on the party list. She would deflect this issue to Kun Chalerm Yumalung and other people because it is too complex and sensitive for her. The first time politician to address. I mean, it is understandable that she tried to said that it is for the future is not the question of the moment.
I understand that during the debate between Chamnit and Nattawut, Chamnit was saying that a neutral body should be set up.
Like the Kun Kanit committee.
Yeah, like Kanit Narakon committee. But did Nattawut respond positively?
No, he said that the next government, the new government, should set up a new committee to handle the amnesty or reconciliation. And Kun Chamnit asked, why would that be reconciliation? Because one government was setting up a committee, and Kun Nattawut hit back by saying that Kanit Narakon committee was also set up by the Democrat government. So it was hitting back and forth like this, and I don't see any progress at all.
So it was more rhetoric rather than any substantial compromise. So you don't see the amnesty issue being resolved at all before election or after the election, huh?
Yeah, aside from the division, the obvious division of the two camps, also there's some legality involved in. For example, who will be in charge of the reconciliation in the future? Should the Kanit Narakon committee be allowed to continue, or should the next government, which will have the new mandate, be allowed to set up new committee?
But then now still 30 days before election day, I expect both sides, both parties, major parties, to debate the issue further. I'm sure that they must be able to come up with their solution, because if both sides insist on their own positions, they would never find a middle way, a compromise. But of course, this is just the first round of debate.
Yes, and then it's not the big guns, so to speak.
No.
We have to hear from Kun Abhisit, and of course, we really love to hear from Kun Yingluck.
So if there is a debate between Abhisit and Yingluck, this will be the crucial issue. We hope they will agree, both to address the people about where they actually stand on the amnesty issue.